Thank you for watching this special streaming edition of Denver 7 News at 6. I'm Tom Mustin, and right now we're just minutes away from the puck drop in Tampa for Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals. The Avs are heading into tonight's game up 2-0 and looking to make it 3. We have team coverage for you tonight, both here and down south in Tampa. Colette Bordelon is in Denver at Ball Arena for the big watch party. But first, let's head down south to Denver 7's Russell Haythorne, who's down in Tampa in enemy territory. Russell?
Yeah, that's right, Tom. Enemy territory. We're live outside Amalie Arena here in Tampa, Florida, where, as you just mentioned, we're about a few minutes away from puck drop here in Tampa. These are the late arriving fans who are ticketed for the game, going through security right now. And again, puck drop in just a few minutes here in Tampa. We have some video to show you from earlier this afternoon. We were down the street at a bar called Hat Tricks here in Tampa. Lots of fans already posted up inside the bar at about 3 o'clock this afternoon. We saw both Bolts fans and a few Avs fans mixed into that crowd, including the husband and wife tandem of Hannah and Sean, who are currently living in a house divided.
I'm feeling good.
Yeah?
After the other win the other day, I'm feeling good. Let's sweep them.
We've been here before. I mean, we are the two-time champs, and I'm looking for a third, and, you know, this won't ruin our marriage, I promise.
How do you keep it cordial between the two of you?
Well, up until this year, it's never been a problem.
She's not going to be happy about it, but we'll still be there.
I like what Sean had to say. Let's win this thing in 4 and bring the cup back to Colorado. Again, here are the ticketed fans, the late arrivals, if you will, heading through security right now outside Amalie Arena. And Colette is inside Ball Arena back there in Denver, where there's a huge watch party happening for Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Final. Colette, I got to admit, I'm a little envious that you're amongst all of those Avs fans, and we're here in what's sort of hostile territory at the moment.
I'm sure it's kind of hostile territory, and it's pretty hot down there in Florida, so I'm real happy to be here in Ball Arena. And I am here with Ann. Ann is a lifelong Avs fan. And Ann, I stopped you because I saw this necklace. Tell me about this.
This is a Cale necklace because I am a Cale Makar fan. My friend Ann Fazzini made some for us to come tonight. And he said, we've got to show our allegiance to Cale and hope that he has a stellar game tonight. So this is our way of showing how much we think of him.
I love the creativity. I just love it. And Ann was actually here in Ball Arena for Game 1. Does it feel much different right now?
It's so exciting. I never thought it could be this exciting, being at a game with the Avs not even on the ice, actually seeing them on TV. It's so much fun. We were here for the game against Edmonton, and we said, it's so much fun, we've got to come again.
This is awesome to see everyone out here. The energy, you can really feel it tonight.
It's amazing.
Do you have any predictions for the game?
I think we're going to do it. I think we want to have a repeat of Game 2. Let's put 7 on the scoreboard.
There we go.
Yes, I know.
What we all want to
exactly,
see, right?
I know. I'm so excited. But anyway, go Cale. This is our homage to you. No, you must think it's so silly. But anyway, we're having fun. It's just so much fun to see the Avs working so hard and gotten this far.
And that's what it's all about, though, is having some fun out here tonight. Everyone here is a professional at that, whether or not they're good at hockey. And I think everything's about to start, so I'm going to let you get down to your seats, and we're going to start watching this game right now. Tom, I'm sorry you're in the studio. I'm so sorry.
I am too. Bring me back a Cale necklace, so and all will be forgiven, Colette. We'll see you in a bit. Thanks. Well, plenty of Avs fans are making the trip to Tampa, but not all of them are coming from Colorado. A father-son duo traveled 1,800 miles from New Brunswick, Canada, to cheer on the Avs tonight. They say they've loved the franchise since even before the Avs came here to Colorado.
Well, we got to see them win the cup, and they were Quebec Nordiques back in the day, so yeah.
It all started with me.
Yeah, followed him.
When I was a teenage kid, I was a Nordiques fan, so back in the early 80s, in the Stastny and the Goulet years, I used to go see the Nordiques because I lived in northern New Brunswick. So then when they moved here, he was born shortly after, so we made sure to make sure he was a Colorado fan.
We love seeing the Avs fans come together from far and wide. And DIA is making sure everyone who travels to the airport keeps the Avs top of mind as well. They posted the Go Avs Go message at the bottom of the arrivals and departures board last night. Well, this year the Avs are partnering with a special group of fans to try and make hockey a welcoming sport for everyone. Denver 7's Micah Smith has more.
We have to bring it home. We want the cup.
A sentiment every Colorado Avalanche fan can relate to. But for this group of fans,
There is definitely a deficit of folks who look like me.
the hockey camaraderie didn't always feel like it included them. Danielle Adams is a volunteer with the Black Girl Hockey Club, a community of Black women and allies that support BIPOC players and fans.
We're an organization that does everything from scholarship opportunities to gathering so folks feel safe when they go to games.
Adams says this year the club partnered with the Colorado Avalanche on a special campaign to further their goal of inclusion and equity in hockey.
In 2020, Black Girl Hockey Club launched the Get Uncomfortable campaign, and it was really a way for fans all across the sport to come together and say, we're going to get uncomfortable and talk about racial justice and being inclusive. Earlier this year, the Avalanche signed on to our pledge.
Through the campaign, the Avs have hosted camps for BIPOC youth and used social media to start tough conversations.
As a fan, there are maybe 5 fans of color, maybe 3 Black fans at any given home game.
Kristen Wallace hopes to join the club soon to watch the sport she loves with other BIPOC women and to continue advocating for diversity in hockey.
We need to get hockey started sooner, earlier, make it more accessible to Black kids, because really we end up promoting sports that are less cost prohibitive.
At a time when some of the league's best players continue to face racism, Wallace and Adams say inclusion has to be a priority for the NHL. And Adams says right now, all Colorado hockey fans, no matter their background, have at least one thing in common: a winning team.
Go Avs go!
There you go. Micah Smith reporting there. Thank you, Micah. Denver 7 is your home for the Stanley Cup Finals and tonight's Game 3. Be sure and stay with us after the game for our post-game show, followed by Denver 7 News at 10. And we know it's all about the Avs, but let's take a look at some of the other news that's happening today. For 6 months, more than 1,000 families who lost their homes in the Marshall Fire have been waiting for answers about the emergency response on that tragic day. Tonight, some of those answers are now finally available. Denver 7's Bayan Wang takes a closer look at the new report quietly published by emergency officials.
The report came out very quietly days ago, apparently.
Tuesday of last week, the Marshall Fire operational after-action report surfaced.
Yeah, we were waiting for 6 months.
Tanya Samaru lost her Louisville home in the fire.
I assumed there would be some kind of a press release or something, or somehow they would try to communicate this to the fire survivors.
But that didn't happen, and the public wasn't notified about the report.
Obviously, we maybe could have coordinated that better, but it was more about getting this for each participating member and then releasing it to the community.
Mike Chard is the director of Boulder's Office of Emergency Management. He worked on the 55-page report with multiple other agencies. It's a review of the emergency response to the fire.
What went well, what didn't go well, what are the gaps and challenges.
In Louisville, some of the challenges included no defined strategy for the incident, ranging from evacuations, welfare checks, and traffic control. There was also communication lapses with radios and phones that caused information to be missed. Another issue was crews didn't know where to evacuate first.
So we were never evacuated. How we found out the fire was already in our neighborhood was that a neighbor around 120 came driving into the neighborhood, beating her horn, screaming, "The flames are on our side of the street, let's go."
According to the report, communities in danger weren't all evacuated at once to avoid traffic jams on the roadways.
We're putting more effort into planning and looking at those evacuation zones and seeing what is the largest area you can do, but still maintain some of that traffic flow. And
similar challenges were also seen in Boulder County. The report says that a warning alert could have been sent to impacted areas by state officials, but that never happened because prior planning didn't occur.
There's been about a 3-month effort going on in enhancing those evacuation zones, having them prepared ahead of time so you're not doing it verbally in the moment.
Bayan Wang, Denver 7.
And still to come, Colorado held its first ever Juneteenth celebration over the weekend. Up next, we'll hear from Coloradans about what the holiday means to them. Stay with us.
And we've seen a beautiful dry day here across the Denver area. Different story down in Tampa. This evening, temperatures will gradually fall to the 50s by morning and slightly cooler for the first official day of summer. Your full forecast still to come.